as a bittersweet chapter closed for one NFL powerhouse, only to open with a thunderous, Mike Tyson-esque declaration for another. For San Francisco 49ers fans, the departure of Dre Greenlaw was a gut punch, a painful severing of ties with a player whose relentless ferocity and infectious energy defined a crucial part of their defense. But now, in the Mile High City, a new narrative is unfolding, one where Greenlaw is already forging a reputation that echoes the very qualities Niners faithful adored. Is this the ultimate validation of a player's worth, or a poignant reminder of what was lost? Welcome, football fanatics, to a story that cuts to the heart of loyalty, ambition, and the brutal realities of the NFL. We're talking about Dre Greenlaw, the linebacker whose departure from the Bay Area sent ripples of sadness through the 49ers faithful. It was a day etched in the memory of many a Niner fan. The news broke that Greenlaw, a cornerstone of their formidable defense, would not be returning. Instead, he opted for a fresh start, signing a significant 3-year, $35 million deal with the Denver Broncos. General manager John Lynch and head coach Kyle Shanahan, stalwarts of the 49ers organization, made a final heartfelt plea to retain their dynamic linebacker. Yet Greenlaw, perhaps seeking a new challenge or a change of scenery, chose Denver. And so, as the 49ers navigate their own training camp battles with Dee Winters and rookie Nick Martin vying to fill the colossal void left alongside the All-Pro Fred Warner, a different kind of buzz is emanating from the Broncos camp. The early reports, the whispers from practice fields, and the declarations from coaches are all converging on one undeniable truth. Dre Greenlaw is already making his presence felt in a profound way. Frankly, for anyone who has followed Greenlaw's career, especially those who bled red and gold, what's being said about him in Denver comes as absolutely no surprise. It's a testament to the kind of player he is, a confirmation of the relentless motor and unyielding spirit that defined his tenure in San Francisco. But perhaps the most vivid and electrifying endorsement came from none other than Denver's head coach, Sean Payton. Payton, a man known for his sharp wit and even sharper football acumen, observed that once the pads came on at Broncos practice, Greenlaw plays like Mike Tyson. Now, let that sink in for a moment. Mike Tyson, the baddest man on the planet. A comparison, while perhaps unconventional for the gridiron, instantly conjures images of raw power, explosive impact, and an unwavering will to dominate. For Niners fans, this comparison likely rings with a profound, almost nostalgic truth. They saw it for 6 seasons. They witnessed the sheer, unadulterated force with which Greenlaw attacked every play. Payton didn't stop there. He elaborated on this powerful statement, painting a picture that any defensive coordinator would dream of. He noted that Greenlaw is tough, he's physical. He's built that way. There's not a lot of leaky yardage. Some guys allow that. He's a knockback tackler. They stop where he hits them. There's an intensity to how he plays. He's one of those players that if you put the film on and didn't say anything at some point early, you'd ask, who is this guy? Knockback tackler. They stop where he hits them. These aren't just platitudes. These are the hallmarks of a truly elite, game-changing linebacker. In a league where yards after contact can turn a short gain into a back-breaking first down, a player who consistently stops ball carriers dead in their tracks is invaluable. This is the kind of player who sets the tone for a defense, who instills fear in opposing offenses, and who elevates the play of everyone around him. It's the kind of intensity that can transform a good defense into a great one, injecting a palpable sense of aggression and urgency into every snap. Indeed, this description sounds precisely like the player the 49ers knew they had. Over his 6 seasons in San Francisco, Greenlaw was a force of nature. He was the thunder to Fred Warner's lightning, the enforcer who brought a physical edge that complemented Warner's cerebral brilliance. His sideline-to-sideline speed, his ability to shed blocks, and his bone-jarring hits became legendary in the Bay Area. He was the kind of player who always seemed to be around the ball, delivering punishing blows that often changed the momentum of a drive, or even an entire game. He was the emotional heartbeat of that defense, a player who wore his passion on his sleeve and whose intensity was contagious. Yet, despite his undeniable talent and impact, there was an underlying concern that ultimately factored into the 49ers' difficult decision: health. While the question was never whether Greenlaw could do the job asked of him, his availability had become a recurring issue. He missed significant time, essentially 2 full seasons, 2021 and 2024, during his 6-year tenure in San Francisco. For a team with Super Bowl aspirations, relying on a player with a history of injuries, no matter how talented, presents a significant risk. It's a cruel twist of fate in professional sports. Sometimes, the greatest assets come with the highest liabilities. The 49ers, navigating the complexities of a salary cap and the need for consistent availability, had to make a tough call. The good news for Greenlaw and for Broncos fans is that he appears to be back to his old, explosive self after a tumultuous 2024 campaign. Hearing these glowing reports from Denver, seeing him perform with that signature Mike Tyson intensity, is a clear indication that he has overcome the physical setbacks and is ready to unleash his full potential once again. For Broncos country, this is a reason for unbridled excitement. They are acquiring a player who, when healthy, is an absolute game wrecker, a true defensive difference maker who can elevate their entire unit. The irony, of course, is that the first opportunity for Broncos fans to witness Greenlaw in action will be a poignant one for 49ers fans. He'll be back at Levi's Stadium on August 9th, when the Broncos open their preseason slate by matching up against the Niners. This isn't just a preseason game, it's a homecoming, a reunion, and perhaps a subtle test of emotions. How will the faithful in Santa Clara react to seeing their former defensive stalwart in a different uniform? Will it be a moment of warm applause for past heroics, or a pang of regret for what could have been? For Greenlaw, it will be an opportunity to show his former team and the entire league that he is indeed back and that his Mike Tyson style of play is ready to dominate once more. This entire saga underscores the brutal business side of professional football. Teams are forced to make agonizing decisions, balancing talent against availability, passion against practicality. For the 49ers, letting go of a player like Greenlaw, who embodied so much of their defensive identity, was undoubtedly painful. Yet, it was a calculated risk, a move made with an eye on the long-term health and stability of the roster. For the Broncos, it's a high-stakes gamble, a belief that Greenlaw's talent, when healthy, far outweighs the past injury concerns. Ultimately, the early buzz from Denver training camp confirms what 49ers fans already knew. Dre Greenlaw is a special player. He brings an intensity of physicality and a relentless drive that is rare in the NFL. Whether he's wearing red and gold or orange and blue, his impact is undeniable. As he embarks on this new chapter with the Broncos, the football world will be watching to see if this Mike Tyson of the gridiron can consistently deliver the knockout blows that made him a legend in San Francisco, and now a beacon of hope in Denver. The stage is set, the pads are on, and Dre Greenlaw is ready to fight. What are your thoughts on Dre Greenlaw's move to Denver and Sean Payton's Mike Tyson comparison? Are you a 49ers fan feeling the pang of loss, or a Broncos fan brimming with excitement? We want to hear from you. Drop your comments below and let us know your perspective on this fascinating story. And if you enjoyed this report, please hit that like button and subscribe to our channel for more exclusive, in-depth analysis that keeps you connected to the pulse of the NFL. We appreciate your support, and we'll see you next time.